Tau Matakiwas, and greetings my relatives. I'm Dr. Joe Hobart, and I'm the President and CEO of the American Indian OIC in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I think what makes our OIC unique is that we are embedded with the indigenous population here in the Twin Cities area, and we were founded in 1979, so we've got 40 years of service working with the American Indian population here, primarily in Minneapolis, but because of the efforts of our OIC, and we're good at what we do, a lot of our people have had that economic mobility to move upwards and out of the urban core and into the suburban areas. So our footprint of services has actually grown exponentially over those 40 years.
Our OIC is unique because we have a lot of different culturally integrated curriculum. We use Native-based organizations to do our classrooms, such as financial literacy.
What is really important about the staff and the leadership of this organization reflecting the community is that it brings a level of authenticity, that when we say we reflect and adhere to the beliefs and needs of our community, it's something that's attributable to being truthful because we reflect the community that we serve. So we have mandates. Our board of directors is 2/3 indigenous. I myself am Lakota, so I reflect the community, and then our staff is populated predominantly by people of color and people of the American Indian community. And so when a client comes through our doors, they see faces and see people and hear names that reflect who they are within their community, and immediately a sense of familial connection and a sense of home kind of takes place. And so it really invites a welcoming atmosphere for our clients.
When I was originally hired with the agency, I was hired as the agency social worker, but just through the work that I was doing, I was introduced to SOAR and then put on as a main staff for SOAR. Our SOAR program is new to American Indian OIC. We serve people 18 to 24 with some kind of criminal background.
My name is Suraj Hodge. I'm 24 years old and I'm from the U.S. Virgin Islands. I learned about SOAR from being in Youth Link program, and a recruiter was there and she told me about the program and about all the trainings that they offer. And it sounded very interesting for me, so I took a leap. What was interesting for me about the SOAR program was how they took initiative about telling you that the trainings that they offer can lead to job opportunities that they will help you look for. And that how it's a community benefits because they take kids that are basically down, nobody thinks that nobody cares about them, and then they show them that there's a better way. My run-ins wasn't as serious, thank God, up here. I didn't do anything as serious when I moved up here, but I did have interactions with the law prior to moving up here and having experience up here. Life in the Virgin Islands is more different than everybody thinks. It's relaxed, it's a beautiful island, but not too many opportunities like there is in Minnesota. There's not programs like SOAR program in the Virgin Islands. Down there, it's more everybody knows everybody, but at the same time, everybody knows everybody. So everybody knows, okay, you need some help, but we're not fully going to offer it because we can't offer that type of help. Before enrolling in SOAR, mostly it was because I was working more temp jobs. I was bouncing between jobs all the time, wasn't really staying stable with jobs. And not being from here, I wasn't staying with myself. I was living with other people. And that was not comfortable for me. I'd rather just live by myself.
One of the things that I do is, as the social worker of the agency, I'm responsible for resource management. And so a typical meeting with somebody sitting down with me is that I'll ask them what's preventing you from moving forward. And then they can sit there and address their barriers with me, and then I try to find the resource outside of the agency that they need to address those barriers.
With Youth Link, basically, they also offered like bus cards, transportation-wise, before I got my vehicle. Because when I first moved up here, I didn't have a license, so it was hard to get around without a vehicle and a license. Job opportunities, but they didn't offer as much training because their more trainings was leaning towards business-wise. And honestly, I was trying to do more of construction-wise trainings, and SOAR offered those type of trainings for me.
Youth Link was one of the big partners that we had for bringing in our participants. We definitely go and set up there weekly and try to get the youth engaged and let them know that we have this service here and that this is a service that should be able to help them.
Youth Link provides a whole realm of services, and we're really known as a one-stop shop of services. Our core business model is our drop-in. The drop-in is the draw for youth, and no youth are forced to come here. They come on their own. So we serve over 2,000 unduplicated youth every year. They're coming here for basic needs, a shower, a meal, clothes, get clean. But the issue is they come here and then we develop a relationship with them. And from there, they get services, get education, employment, a career pathway. They can get mental health services, healthcare. But from there, we work with them to get housing, stability. So we have 190 units of housing. So it's a one-stop shop of services all under one roof. But we also partner. So we have the schools here, we have colleges here. So it's all one-stop services that are located here.
The biggest contribution SOAR made to my life was they paid for my job training, they helped me look for employment, and they offered my job uniform for my first 2 jobs. They really looked out, they always was on me. Like, go to court, make sure you get all your tickets straight, make sure you get your license, make sure you get everything done. They would not let me rest about anything. If I said I had to go to court today or tomorrow, she's calling me constantly within the next hour. Make sure you have your clothes ready, make sure you're on time, if you need a bus token, come get one before I leave, or I'll bring one to you. Basically, they helped me as a whole team to basically progress as a more mature man.
The SOAR program was rather new for our organization, as we had not in previous years been involved in the reentry areas. But through anecdotal evidence working with our clients, we realized and recognized this was a huge need for the American Indian population here in the Minneapolis area. Having gone through this process, it's greatly expanded our offerings and services that we can now provide for our clients. It's reinvigorated our connections with the OICs of America and participating within this overall network, and reestablished, I think, the American Indian OIC in a new way that hasn't been seen before by our community, that we can work with so many of our membership that may have issues in regard to reentry or in regard to their previous records, that this isn't something that's going to prohibit them from transforming their lives in a meaningful way. This is reinforced from the top down, from OICs of America through the network to our location. The ability to achieve what we have achieved is strictly due to the amazing work of our staff and their vision and their commitment to working with our clients and their belief in our community that we can be who we want to be.
I completed the forklift and scissor lift training. I also completed the intro business training. I was trained in OSHA 10 training to be certified, knowing all the hazardous procedures and materials for any construction site. I was also trained in stand-up and sit-down forklifts. Also trained in scissor lift and boom lifts. So basically that helps with my construction and demolition jobs currently, because any company that hires me, puts me on a boom lift or scissor lift without a strap above 8 feet, I can sue them. I now know that. A second chance means to me that basically you messed up the first time, but if you're willing to put in the effort, that it can be a better opportunity in the long run. A change I see in myself now I've completed the program is I'm more motivated. I more see a clearer path on how I want to reach my goals. Instead of just jumping from one idea to the next idea, I'm able to stick down and stick to a plan. My name is Serge Hodge, and I am Dr. Sullivan's legacy.